This is actually after the Nintendo and the Square Enix conference, mainly because they were both one after the other. Although they were both quite the contrasting conferences. Probably go into that during the write-up. Don't really go into it now because it's... well, I've got loads of videos to do, so don't want to drag this on too long. Nintendo opened up with Star Fox Wii U, or as it's now known, Star Fox Zero. It's, well, a proper Star Fox game. You fly the glider, you fly the R-Wing can transform. It's taking a lot of elements from the unreleased Star Fox 2. So you've got the transforming R-Wing, you can trot around in and shoot, but you still have all the aerobatics and all the stuff. It's very good. I quite liked it. It seems quite interesting that they seem to be really pushing this. I think the other thing they're really pushing now also is the amiibos, but we're going to get onto a lot of that soon enough. The amiibos is definitely something they're trying to push. The first bit of amiibo news is that they're actually teaming up with Skylanders, with Skylanders Supercharged. Skylanders Supercharged being the next game in the Skylanders. So in their team up with Skylanders, they'll be bringing in a DK figurine, as well as the Barrel Buster, which is his vehicle, because the Skylanders Superchargers is all about vehicles and driving. But they're also bringing in Bowser with his Clown Cruiser. Both of these figures are full, they work as Skylanders figures, but they also work as amiibo figures, which certainly shows the connectivity of the technology. So, there's finally a team up with Skylanders and the Nintendo amiibos. It was almost bound to happen. As Zelda for the Wii U has been delayed again, they seem to be bringing out another Zelda, but this one is a multiplayer variant, just like Four Swords, but this time 3 players. And they actually gave design reasons for having 3 players. It's like before was too many, and they have a mechanic where you can stack all of the other players on top of each other to make a totem and then do things and attack enemies. And 4 was always too big, and so they just went with 3. It's coming out for the 3DS in the fall. Well, they said fall, and there is a single player variant which gives you 2 sort of dummy characters to go around, but it is a 3-player co-op, 3-player multiplayer, which is leading back in from Zelda is they are doing a 3DS port of Hyrule Warriors called Hyrule Warriors Legends. It's got all the DLC. They're adding Wind Waker stuff to help expand it as well, give more reason to buy it. But yeah, they're doing a 3DS port of Hyrule Warriors, which includes everything so far for it, which is very good. It seems alright. It seems exactly the same as the original variant, really. The Hyrule Warriors Legends, the date they gave was first quarter 2016, so it's going to come out around the spring, after March, because March is the beginning of the first quarter, so well into the sort of early to mid portion of next year. And it turns out there is another Metroid thing. Blast Ball is it turns out it is connected to Metroid, because there is Metroid Prime Federation Forge, which is, it's a 4-player 3DS Metroid game. It's good. On top of that, of the stuff which they sort of mentioned in certain trailers for, there was Fire Emblem, a new Fire Emblem game called Fire Emblem Fates. It's coming out for 2016. Then there's a new game from Atlus, which for a while I wrote down the Japanese and was like, what the hell? Well, I know what that is. And it turns out it's Shin Megami Tensei crossed with Fire Emblem. So it's Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. So that's coming out for 2016 as well. There's Xenoblade Chronicles X, which they showed a little trailer for. There's an Animal Crossing, 2 Animal Crossing games. There's Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. It seems alright. It's a nice, happy, cheerful thing you can use in the thing. Then there is also Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which sort of crosses over with the Amiibos, because you can do multiplayer with the Amiibos, and it seems like a sort of Mario Party sort of game, which is alright. It's good. Mario Party is fun. Having just an Animal Crossing variant of an already good style of game. Then they briefly showed off Yoshi's Woolly World again. It's coming out on October 26th, so we now have a date, or a decent date for it. But another amiibo thing that they're connecting onto this. I said amiibo is going to be important. The amiibos, there is now plush amiibos, plush Yoshi amiibos, and there's even like plush variants. So you can get a plush Yoshi Mario, where it's just Yoshi but with the skin of the Mario, but plushy. When I say plushy, they mean literally plushy. It's wool. It's fluffy. It's literally fluffy. It's almost adorable. It's almost feel good. Then level 5 came along with Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch is huge in Japan. Not sure how it is now, but it's a sort of collect-a-thong Pokemon style collecting yokai thing. So there's Yokai Watch coming out for the 3DS, coming out soon. There's another Mario and Luigi game coming out. It's called Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. It's a crossover with Paper Mario and regular Mario and Luigi. It seems quite nice. I saw certainly a few people that went Paper Mario plus Mario and Luigi plus Mario RPG. It's got loads of the turn-based sort of stuff in it, so it looks good. Spring 2016. It's another very good Mario and Luigi game. A sort of team-up twofer sort of RPG thing. It's got Paper Mario in it, which is good. There's another one called Mario Tennis, or Mario Tennis variant thing called Ultra Smash, coming out for the Wii U in holiday this year. They showed off a lot of Super Mario Maker. They even talked a little bit about the design of some of the Mario games to bring the whole thing, to sort of help describe and help give hints and help towards people who want to design it. They even came around to saying that Super Mario Maker is a good thing if you want to start getting into game design, because you can completely design your own levels and your own Mario sections. That comes out on September 11th, but also coming with that are also some more amiibos. Amiibos really are huge for this thing. There's a special 8-bit Mario amiibo. It's just Mario but made out of loads of tiny bricks or blocks. It's Mario but very cuboid, not like big cubes, tiny cubes. So it's less of a cutting hazard or a blood force trauma object, I suppose. There's also another thing with the Super Mario Maker, is that you can tap your amiibo on the device you're playing it with, and Mario can change into that character when he's playing, when he catches a question mark mushroom, which is a new object. They showed some of the transformations briefly in the inters between sections. Changed into Zelda, the Wii Fit Trainer, Metroid, I think, at one point. It's a nice little addition. It's good to use the amiibos. They made a big push for the Nintendo Treehouse, which is something that's going on through all of E3. It's various streams. This is part of the reason why I like Nintendo. They do a lot more besides these press conferences. They stream out a lot of stuff and have a lot of news coming through the entire event, rather than just splurge or try and hold things back for other events or just the conferences. And to end, they went with the 30 years of Mario Brothers. Big celebration for them. It looked great. It looks very fun. They have a website for it as well, where you can put in your own Mario videos, but it was a nice feel-good, happy ending to try and get everything all sort of happy and pleased, and that's what I quite like about Nintendo, especially for these Nintendo conferences. The Nintendo conference on the whole is nice. I've always really quite liked these Nintendo conferences. They've always been, well, it's not even a conference, it's the digital live event. And I like that they do that, simply because it's entertaining to watch as a thing to watch, but they also don't spend ages and ages and ages and huge chunks of their sections just spouting or talking just PR bollocks. They announce the game, talk about the design of the game, and even sometimes the intricacies of the game, and that is what I like. That is what I want from these conferences. This is what I want to know from these companies. I don't care what your PR people say. I want to know what the game is, the design of the game, and what drove you to make this game, rather than the fact that this game exists. You have to give more than that. That's partly the reason why almost the perfect counterpoint to this is the Square Enix conference. I'm going to save some of the stuff to say because I haven't recorded the Square Enix video yet. I need to do that almost immediately after this. But Square Enix, man, Jesus, you need to get your act together with these conferences. Jesus, I know you haven't done one in a while, but you need to try harder next time. Really try harder. Spend most of my time making sarcastic comments and doing something else besides watching your conference. I think the only interesting thing was Moonhead. I'll get into that. Go and watch the Square Enix video. I know I said I got Let's Report it, but by the time this goes up, it's going to go out with it. So go watch that.